ex-wife finds a reason to believe. Fans are well aware that Lily Winters, Christel Khalil, continues to assert that a reconciliation with Kane is out of the question. Yet, the term never stretches out for quite a while, particularly in soap operas. The harder Lily attempts to persuade herself that she has completely moved on from Kane, the more probable it is that she will eventually allow herself to love him again. However, Kane must stop chasing his own selfish ambitions and scheming destruction if he ever wants to win Lily back. What is this? In spite of Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford attempts to unleash Kane's negative traits and tendencies, Lily will choose to see the best in him instead. Lily can see the good Kane is inside her ex-husband somewhere. At times, when Lily gazes into Kane's eyes, she catches fleeting glimpses of the man she once adored. So she knows that the good Kane is still in there somewhere. The challenge lies in genuinely connecting with that man and persuading Kane to abandon his power-hungry, Aristotle Dumas behavior. It won't be simple to give Kane a genuine wake-up call. However, there remains a chance for true love between Lily and Kane, which will eventually motivate Lily to fight for it. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, these plotlines promise to bring a wealth of shocking revelations and intense drama. So keep watching. Lily can see the good Kane is inside her ex-husband somewhere. The emotional journey of Lily Winters and Kane Ashby has always been one of the most unforgettable and complicated storylines in the history of The Young and the Restless. Their love story was once celebrated as a fairy tale romance filled with resilience, forgiveness, and passion, but as with many Genoa City relationships, it fell victim to betrayal, secrets, and heartbreak. Yet, despite the long road of hurt and mistrust, recent developments suggest that Lily may still see a glimmer of good in her ex-husband, Kane, and perhaps the story of their connection is far from over. What does this mean for Lily's current life, her career, and her relationships? Could Genoa City be preparing fans for a stunning comeback between two characters who once defined love against all odds? Kane Ashby has long been one of the most polarizing men in Lily's life. On one hand, he was a devoted partner who supported her through devastating battles with cancer and heartbreaks that could have broken any other couple. On the other, he was a flawed man who made choices that shattered her trust, from secrets about his identity to betrayals that left scars Lily has tried to bury deep. But love stories in Genoa City never really die. They simply shift, simmer, and wait for the right spark to reignite. Now that Lily has found herself facing new challenges in both her professional and personal life, the idea of Kane re-emerging in her orbit has fans buzzing. Lily is stronger than ever, taking charge at Chance of Winners and proving herself as a fierce businesswoman. But even the strongest hearts sometimes revisit the ghosts of their past. Kane's name hasn't been uttered often in recent years, but whispers of his possible return have already sent waves through the fan base. If Lily is indeed seeing signs of good left in him, it could mean Genoa City is preparing for an emotional reunion that would shake up not only Lily's world, but also those around her. After all, Kane has always been a man caught between his worst impulses and his deep love for Lily. Perhaps the passage of time has made it easier for Lily to believe in a man she once thought was lost forever. The possibility of Kane's redemption is a fascinating prospect. Fans remember vividly how their love story blossomed despite interference from family and external pressures. Their resilience was tested time and again, and though their marriage ultimately ended in heartbreak, their connection was never truly erased. Lily moving forward with Billy Abbott or other romantic prospects has proven she is capable of growth, but there's always been an undercurrent suggesting she never completely closed her heart to Kane. That small crack in the door could be all it takes for history to repeat itself, or rewrite itself into something new entirely. For Kane, redemption would not be simple. His history in Genoa City is messy, layered with deception, fatherhood struggles, and poor decisions. Yet soap operas thrive on redemption arcs, and Kane's journey could easily parallel those of other flawed men in town who found their way back into the hearts of the women they hurt. Lily's belief that the good man is still inside him would not only serve as a powerful character arc for Kane, but also test Lily's growth as a woman who has fought for independence and balance after heartbreak. Is it wise for her to even entertain the thought of letting Kane back into her life? Or is this exactly the kind of emotional twist Genoa City thrives on, pushing Lily into a storm she thought she had finally escaped? What makes this story even more riveting is how it could affect other major characters. If Lily and Kane find themselves reconnecting, how would Billy react? Billy has been a steady presence in Lily's life, offering her stability and companionship, and many fans have grown attached to their partnership. A reappearance by Kane could spark jealousy, rivalry, and tension, reigniting old patterns of chaos that Billy has been trying to leave behind. Likewise, the Winters family would certainly have strong opinions, as Lily's loved ones have seen firsthand the damage Kane has caused in past. Devin, in particular, has never been Kane's greatest supporter and would likely urge Lily to think carefully before rekindling old flames. Still, the heart often defies logic, and in Genoa City, history has proven time and again that love has no expiration date. Lily's acknowledgement that there is still good in Kane opens a door to storylines filled with tension, passion, and the kind of emotional storytelling fans crave. If Kane is on his way back, his journey to redemption could be one of the most powerful arcs of the season. Will he fight to win Lily back, not just with words, but with actions that prove he has changed? And will Lily's intuition, that the good man she once loved is still inside, be validated in the most dramatic way possible? Whether or not the two ever officially reunite, this storyline has already reignited passionate debate among longtime fans. Some are rooting for a second chance, believing that Kane and Lily's love story is unfinished. Others are firmly against it, reminding viewers of the pain Kane caused and urging Lily to keep moving forward with her new life. The divide only makes the storyline more compelling, as it pits hope against hard-earned lessons and faith against the scars of betrayal. What's clear is that The Young and the Restless is once again tapping into one of its most powerful love stories, dangling the possibility of redemption and second chances in front of viewers who know all too well how explosive and emotional Lily and Kane's relationship has always been. If Lily truly sees the good still inside her ex-husband, the only question left is whether she will take the risk of letting him back into her heart, or if Kane's redemption story is destined to unfold outside the walls of romance, as a man trying to prove to himself and the world that he is worthy of forgiveness. One thing is certain. Genoa City is never short of surprises, and Lily's acknowledgement of Kane's lingering goodness is the perfect setup for A. As whispers about Kane's possible return begin to stir, Lily is caught between two versions of her past colliding with her present. On one side, there's Billy Abbott, a man who has been by her side in recent months, steadying her life and offering a kind of partnership that is both professional and romantic. On the other, there's Kane, the ex-husband who knows her better than almost anyone, whose history with her is written in love, pain, and unforgettable memories. For Lily, the heartache Kane caused cannot simply be erased, but there's something undeniable about the way he imprinted himself on her soul. Billy's reaction to even the thought of Kane's return would undoubtedly be explosive. Billy is no stranger to rivalry, jealousy, and the fear of losing someone he loves, and Lily has been his anchor in moments when his world threatened to spiral. If Kane reappears and Lily begins to see the good in him, Billy would feel that his own connection with her is under siege. This could easily reignite Billy's insecurities and tempt his self-destructive tendencies, sending him into a downward spiral that places both his relationship with Lily and his professional role in jeopardy. Genoa City fans know that Billy Abbott does not handle romantic competition well, and this triangle could become one of the most volatile storylines the show has seen in years. Devin Hamilton's voice in this saga cannot be overlooked. As Lily's brother, Devin has always tried to protect her from making painful mistakes, and Kane has long been one of his biggest frustrations. Devin watched firsthand as Kane's lies and betrayals cut Lily deeply, and his instinct will almost certainly be to remind her the pain she endured. But Lily is no longer the same woman she once was. She has grown into a formidable leader, someone who makes her own decisions, and Devin's well-meaning warnings could spark tension between siblings. The question becomes whether Lily will listen to the logic Devin offers or follow her heart into dangerous waters once again. At the center of it all is Kane himself. If he does return to Genoa City, it cannot simply be as the man he once was. Soap operas thrive on redemption arcs, and Kane's journey would need to be both believable and emotional. He would have to prove that he is no longer the same man who deceived, manipulated, and ultimately broke Lily's heart. Perhaps his time away has changed him, teaching him humility and the importance of family. If Lily sees that glimmer of goodness inside him, it may be because Kane is genuinely transformed. But proving that to her, and to everyone else, will not be easy. Genoa City is not a town that forgets easily, and Kane will have to walk through fire to regain even a shred of trust. For Lily, the biggest struggle may come from within. She has built a life without Kane, one that is successful and independent. Entertaining the idea of him once again means reopening old wounds and risking everything she has worked to protect. Yet love is not always logical, and Lily has always had a soft spot for redemption stories. She had forgiven before, and the temptation to believe that Kane has truly changed could be overwhelming. But will she risk her stability, her reputation, and her future for a chance at something that once brought her joy but ended in devastation? The broader fallout across Genoa City could be massive. Jill Abbott, always protective of Billy and invested in the future of Chancellor Winters, would have her say, possibly stirring the pot in ways that complicate Lily's choices even further. Jill has never been one to hold back, and her perspective on Kane's place in Lily's life could spark fireworks. Meanwhile, Amanda Sinclair, a figure from Lily's past, could return to offer her own brand of insight, forcing Lily to confront not only her feelings for Kane, but also the decisions she made in moving forward. Then there are the fans, whose divided opinions mirror the intensity of the storyline. On social media and fan forums, debates rage. Should Lily forgive Kane and give their love another chance? Or should she keep moving forward with Billy or someone new? The split in opinion only fuels the excitement, reminding everyone why Lily and Kane's story was once so captivating. Their connection isn't just about romance. It's about resilience, forgiveness, and a belief that even the most broken hearts can find their way back together. As Lily looks at her ex-husband and admits she can still see the good in him, the stage is set for a storyline rich with emotional turmoil, fiery confrontations, and passionate moments. Kane's possible redemption could breathe new life into Genoa City, shaking up alliances, testing loyalties, and reminding viewers that no matter how much time passes, love stories in this world are never truly over. The ripples of Kane's possible reappearance in Genoa City don't stop with Lily, Billy, and Devin. Jill Abbott, a woman whose sharp instincts and blunt opinions have shaken the business and personal lives of nearly everyone in town, would have her say the moment she catches wind of Kane's return. Jill has always had a complicated relationship with Kane. She once considered him family, even admired the way he tried to balance ambition with devotion to Lily, but his lies and betrayals left a bitter aftertaste that Jill has never quite forgotten. If Jill sees Lily entertaining the thought of Kane re-entering her life, she will not hesitate to warn her the dangers. In fact, Jill's protective streak over Billy could intensify the drama, creating a fiery confrontation that leaves Lily torn between the men in her life and the strong-willed matriarch who always speaks her mind. The thought of Jill and Kane in a verbal showdown is enough to electrify fans. Jill knows how to cut deep, and Kane has always been sensitive to her approval. If he hopes to prove himself, he'll need to face Jill head-on, demonstrating not only that he's changed, but that he is worthy of being in Lily's orbit again. This battle of wills could become one of the most riveting side plots, with Jill testing Kane's resolve and forcing him to dig deeper than ever before to show that he's a different man. Meanwhile, Billy Abbott's jealousy would not remain contained for long. Billy has struggled with inner demons for most of his life, and the idea of Lily being drawn back to Kane could ignite old insecurities and reckless impulses. Fans know that Billy often self-sabotages when he feels cornered, and this situation would be ripe for him to spiral. Would he lash out at Kane directly, or would his resentment toward Lily cause cracks in their relationship? Either way, the rivalry between Billy and Kane could boil over, spilling into the business world at Chancellor Winters and threatening to destabilize everything Lily has worked so hard to build. Devin's role in this intensifying storm would be just as crucial. As a brother, his priority has always been Lily's happiness, but his disdain for Kane runs deep. Devin has never trusted Kane, and has often been the first to call him out on his deceptions. If Lily openly admits she sees the good in her ex-husband, Devin might deliver an ultimatum, warning her that she risks not only her professional credibility, but also her family's faith in her judgment. Such tension between the Winters siblings could fracture their once unbreakable bond, leaving Lily feeling isolated just as she needs support the most. The idea of Kane pursuing redemption would almost certainly require a dramatic gesture, something to prove once and for all that he is no longer the man who broke Lily's heart. Could Kane step into a crisis, perhaps saving someone close to Lily, or exposing a rival scheme that threatens Chancel Winters. A grand act of courage or sacrifice might be the only way to convince not only Lily, but also her loved ones that he truly deserves a second chance. Such a moment would also serve as the emotional climax of this arc, providing the fireworks fans crave. Yet the most compelling element of this story may be Lily herself. Strong, independent, and deeply principled, Lily has built a new life that does not depend on Kane. Entertaining the possibility of letting him back, it means questioning everything she has accomplished since their split. It would test her ability to balance forgiveness with self-respect, forcing her to confront whether second chances are worth the risk of reliving old pain. Lily's quiet acknowledgement that she can still see the good in Kane suggests she is already opening the door, whether she admits it to herself or not. The internal tug-of-war between her heart and her mind could become one of the most emotional journeys Genoa City has seen in years. The fallout would not stop at the Winters family or Chancel Winters. Other players in Genoa City, from Victor Newman to Phyllis Summers, would no doubt have opinions, adding layers of intrigue and commentary to the situation. Victor, a man who values strength and loyalty above all else, might actually admire Kane's attempt at redemption if aligns with his own goals, while Phyllis could use the turmoil as leverage to advance her own schemes. The ripple effects would spread far beyond Lily's personal life, making Kane's return a storyline that touches nearly every corner of Genoa City. And at the heart of it all remains a burning question. Can Lily truly forgive Kane? And more importantly, can Kane prove that the man Lily once loved is still there, waiting for a second chance? The journey toward that answer is set to be filled with passion, heartbreak, and drama that only the young and the restless can deliver.